Today, before the pain grows, before the distance becomes too great, before the silence turns into a wall, I want to speak with you. I want to reach your heart and remind you that there is still time. There's still a way back. It's still possible to rebuild, even when everything seems broken. I saw the tears you never let anyone see. I heard the muffled cries during those nights when no one else was listening. I felt your heart tighten as you tried to understand when things began to fall apart. And now, in the middle of this confusion, you're here, searching for answers. I am that answer. This is not the end. Even if everything feels like it's drifting apart, even if the feelings seem to have dried up, I am the one who can make them bloom again. All it takes is a sincere surrender, a yes that comes from the depth of your soul, a cry for help, without pride, without pretending. I'm not here to accuse you. I'm here to restore you. I know every detail of your marriage. I know the promises you made, the dreams that once felt so certain. And I also know what hurt, the words spoken at the wrong time, the actions that left wounds, the coldness that crept in. But let me tell you, love hasn't died. It just needs reviving. Before separation happens, pray with me. Hand me what's out of your control. You don't have to carry all of it alone. I can take care of the parts you no longer know how to fix, but I need you to invite me in. Not just into your home, but into your heart. Sometimes the person beside you is hurting, too, and no one has noticed. Sometimes silence is a cry for help in disguise. And if you're both tired, then it's time to stop fighting each other and start fighting together for what can still be saved. You don't have to understand everything. You just have to trust. Forgiveness isn't a magical feeling that appears out of nowhere. It's a decision. And once you choose it, I'll handle the rest. I soften hearts, bring eyes back together, and awaken the tenderness that time has buried. True love knows how to start again. It doesn't erase the past, but it chooses to move forward, even with scars. And every wound, when placed in my hands, becomes living proof that the fight was worth it. Don't give up now. What I joined together, I can strengthen again. If children are involved, think of them too. They notice more than they show. They sense when the atmosphere changes, and sometimes they blame themselves without knowing why. I can protect their hearts, but I need you to be a peacemaker in your home. Before making any final decision, pause. Breathe. Talk to me. Because often, what looks like the end is simply the place where something new can begin. I specialize in fresh starts, in making hope rise from the chaos. You are not alone. Even when your partner feels distant, I'm here. Even when it seems like no one cares anymore, I do. And my care is real. I sustain, I strengthen, I guide when everything feels unclear. Perhaps you've been silent for so long that you don't even know how to speak anymore. Then write. Pray silently. Speak through your actions. Because I understand every form of outcry. And my love for you doesn't depend on fancy words. It is constant. It is safe. I also see those who aren't valuing you as they should. But instead of holding on to bitterness, fix your eyes on me. I can transform hearts. I can open the eyes of those blinded by pride. And if needed, I'll personally reach out and awaken them. Sometimes healing begins in you. Even if the other is still distant, your decision to love with wisdom already starts to shift the atmosphere. Your peace brings peace. Your choice not to retaliate is already a seed of restoration, planted in difficult soil. If today you choose to fight with love, I will fight with you, and the strength you no longer have, I will place within you. I hold tired hands. I renew feelings. I teach you to love again, gently, wisely, patiently. Maybe you no longer know how to look your partner in the eyes. Then look into mine. And remember where I brought you from. Remember everything I've already done for you. Don't you think I can do the same for your home? For your marriage? For your covenant? Pray with me. Before the papers are signed. Before the furniture is divided. Before final words are spoken. Pray with me and allow me to show you another way, a path of reconciliation, of truth, of healing. Loving takes courage, but you don't have to be strong on your own. When your heart is weak, I will be your strength. When your words fail, I will be your voice. When everything seems lost, I will be the hope that still remains. Your home was meant to be a shelter, not a battlefield. And even if today it's filled with noise, blame, or distance, I can bring peace, not the kind the world gives, but a peace that enters without knocking and changes everything from the inside. Before separation happens, listen to me. Let me into this moment. Give me every fragment, every fear, every hurt. I know what to do with them. I know how to turn tears into testimonies. I know how to restore what seems beyond repair. You're not here by chance. This prayer found you because you needed a sign. So here it is. I still believe in the two of you. And if you believe too, something new will be born. And it will be more beautiful than anything you've lived so far. And if at any point you thought that loving meant losing yourself, let me remind you that the love that comes from me doesn't erase your identity. It doesn't ask you to disappear to be accepted. It teaches how to grow, how to walk together without losing who you are. If you feel you've lost your voice, in this relationship I can gently give it back. You don't need to shout to be heard. With wisdom and truth I will teach you how to stand firm, without hurting and without staying silent. Maybe time has faded the details. Hands no longer touch like they used to. Eyes no longer meet. But that doesn't mean it's over. Love matures, adapts, reinvents itself. All it takes is courage to revisit the good and learn to choose each other again, every day. I specialize in rekindling what has been extinguished by routine, exhaustion, or disappointment. And if you let me, I can rekindle the flame you thought was gone. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders trying to keep everything together. I see how hard you try, how you hold the pieces together just so nothing falls apart. But there are things only I can carry, and today I give you permission to rest. Rest in me. Hand over control. Let me lead. Because when you place your home in my hands, I begin to arrange the rooms no one else sees. The inside, the thoughts, the intentions. Sometimes pain comes as a result of words left unspoken or gestures that went unnoticed. But I see everything. I know what you feel. I know the things you've been waiting to hear for so long, and still haven't. So listen now. You matter. You are loved. You are valuable. Even if the other can't express it, I affirm it now, you are not invisible. And when someone feels truly seen, something inside begins to heal. If today you need to forgive, then do it for yourself. It's not about forgetting what happened, but about not carrying that weight alone anymore. Forgiveness frees the soul before it heals the relationship. And even if the other hasn't apologized yet, your choice to forgive already starts a silent but real healing process. I honor every act of yours that comes from humility and truth. No gesture of love goes unnoticed by me, and if at some point you no longer know what to pray, just breathe and say, "Stay with me. I will come. I'll enter the living room, the kitchen, the bedroom. I'll go where no one else can, into the innermost parts of your heart. And there in silence I will work, without noise, without audience, without hurry. Because the greatest transformations don't happen outside. They begin within, where only I can reach. Before separation happens, listen to me, because I speak with tenderness but also with urgency. It's not a shout, it's care. It's not pressure, it's protection. I'm trying to reach your heart before it closes completely. Not to force you into anything, but to show you what can still be saved. When all seems lost, that's where my grace begins. I specialize in restoring what no one else believes can be restored. And your home is still a project that can bloom, even after the drought. Let me into this moment. Don't wait until the very last second to call on me. Because I don't just want to heal the pain after it's already destroyed everything. I want to act now, before the goodbye, before the final tears. I want to be the bridge between the hearts that have drifted apart, the invisible thread stitching torn emotions back together. When you allow me to move, I change the atmosphere. I change the conversations. I change the reactions. I even change the way you see yourself and the one beside you. Restoration isn't magic. It's a process. And in that process, I care for every detail. I begin by healing you from the inside, teaching you not to react out of pain but to respond with what brings healing, showing you that it's not weakness to forgive, nor foolishness to fight for love. As you follow me on this path, you'll begin to see that even the most painful memories can take on new meaning. They won't be erased, but they'll be transformed. And instead of pain, they'll carry the marks of resilience. So don't make decisions with a wounded heart. Don't shut the door while I'm still knocking. Breathe. Invite me to sit beside you both. It won't always be easy, but every step we take together will be firm. You won't walk alone. I am the God who rebuilds homes from the inside out, who restores bonds, who returns what was lost asking for nothing in return, only your yes. A small yes, but a sincere one. And with that yes, everything can start to change. Today.